Oh, hello, this is Tak Chung from Walk with Tak. Welcome to our YouTube channel. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and share. Please feel free to write to me at walkwithtak@gmail.com if you have any question regarding to this video or any other videos that I have posted in the past. If you have any comments or videos that you would like me to make, please leave it below. I'm looking forward to hearing from you. The goal of my YouTube channel is to help you to make home cooking as part of your daily routine so that you can invest your long-term health. Furthermore, home cooking will allow you to cook exactly how you would like your food to be. And this is probably the best way to create the food that you're going to enjoy and love. Now, my cooking system, which is the fast cooking system, contains 4 attributes. That is flavor chasing, advanced prepping, stir frying, and tempeh-based cooking. Once you have a system, you're able to make home cooking creative. And creativity is the result that you have different ingredients available to you. And once you have the ingredients and have the basic skill, you can now start to cook the dishes that you would like and enjoy. And to me, that is what makes home cooking sustainable. Because as they said, we love flavor first before we love food. Once you create the flavor that you love and enjoy, you will not want anybody else to cook for you. And this is when home cooking becomes sustainable. And home cooking is infinitely creative. Every time you walk into the kitchen, once you have a system, you're basically like an artist because you have all the food ingredients, just like the paint on your palette, for you to create your masterpiece. And today, most people cook with recipes. And the question is that, why don't you create your own recipe instead of follow other people's recipe? In fact, creating a recipe is probably the essence of home cooking, because this way you can tailor the recipe exactly with the food ingredients that you love and enjoy. Now, this dish is a good example of how you can create your own recipe based on your preference. Now, in this case, the preference is salmon because my wife loves salmon, which is her favorite food. And when I create this recipe, I have her in mind because I know when I cook the salmon properly, it will give her the kind of enjoyment that she will not find it anywhere else. So over the years, in creating this recipe, I have worked to fine-tune how to cook salmon. And you can apply the same approach to any other type of food ingredients that you would like. You can use the approach for chicken, for beef, for pork, for shrimp, or for lobster, which I really enjoy. The basic idea is that how to cook the food ingredients to texture and doneness that you want. And of course, time is also a factor that you take into considerations. So in creating this dish, one of the most important criteria that my wife asked for is that to have the salmon to be slightly fried on the outside to give it a crispy texture. And furthermore, is to fry the skin of the salmon so that it will be crisp and the oil will be driven from the salmon so it will not be fishy at all. And the end result is that it creates probably one of the most delicious way to cook salmon, at least for my wife. But for me, it is also a great technique because it allows me to cook salmon much faster than if I cook it the whole piece. This is a demonstration of the importance of having a cooking system. And with the fast cooking system, many of the things that I'm going to do has already a foundation. I can use this system for cooking many different types of ingredients. So ultimately, I can explore ingredients, some of them which I might never have cooked before. Now, when after I cook this salmon, I can start now create a new dish. Now, I have advanced prepping, which turned out to be an important part of the fast cooking system. Advanced prepping is particularly important for cooking vegetables. We all know that a lot of people do not like vegetables because they think they are rather mundane and boring and monotonous. However, a vegetable dish will be extraordinarily delicious and wonderful if you have a way to combine different kinds of vegetables together. Now, the problem is that if you want to use many different kinds of vegetables, the challenge is that you have to prep them. Now, with advanced prepping, you will have them available right at your fingertip, and you can use whatever amount that you would like. And the amount turned out to be really important because some components you want to have a lot, but some you just want to have a little bit to enhance the overall composition of the vegetable. So in this case, I added some portobello mushroom, some red cabbage, as well as some asparagus. I add a little bit of each one of them, and this gives the dish the diversity. Now, in addition to the flavor that I can generate from this dish, I'm also timed them in such a way that I know all of this vegetable will allow me to cook very quickly. So the end result is that I will not overcook the salmon. And this is type of strategy once you understand the ingredients. This is almost like the paint. And this is followed by addition of some colored bell pepper. Then I add something that which I normally do not use. Now this is some romaine lettuce. Now most people would not think of adding romaine lettuce to the stir-fry dish. But however, romaine lettuce actually worked really well in the stir-fry dish because it added the texture to the other ingredients in the dish. Romaine lettuce only need to cook very lightly, and that's why I add it way at the end. And the last ingredient that I'm going to add is some cherry tomatoes. Now the benefit of this type of approach is that you can combine many different vegetables together. And it's almost like a salad, but at the same time, you can cook some of them to achieve better flavor and texture. And the end result is that you have tremendous amount of flexibilities. Lastly, I'm going to add just a touch of a teriyaki sauce. Now, I probably do not need to add any teriyaki sauce because this dish is already rich in flavor. However, that tiny amount of teriyaki sauce, probably a little bit over 1 tablespoon, will add a sweetness to the dish, and it will also make the other ingredients come alive. And so this is more designed to enhance the natural flavor of the food ingredients rather than use it to flavor the dish as a predominant flavor. And today when you see other people publish recipes, this dish could be a recipe, but it is not in a way from my standpoint. It is something that I come up with improvisations. I come up with this because of the template that I'm familiar with. And I can change the composition as well as how I cook this dish each time when I cook. And this is where the creativity comes in. And this is why recipes do not allow for creativity in the same way as tempeh-based cooking. Now, tempeh-based cooking only works if you have all the ingredients prepped in advance and available to them. It's just like the paint on a paint palette. A painter cannot do a masterpiece when he has to mix the paint every time when he wants a particular color. And that's why he has a palette available to him that he already have the color that he wants in create the painting that he is designed to do. Cooking is very much like painting. Cooking in many ways is an art form. It's a form that allows you to create the type of composition of the dishes that is unique to your personal preference. Today, with convenience food always available 24/7, the incentive of home cooking is sometimes hard to come by. So in order to make home cooking a viable alternative to convenience food, there must be some significant factor that influence the decision. And probably one of the most significant factor is the flavor. Because if you can cook the food yourself, you have full control of the flavor that you love and enjoy. And that is the goal of my fast cooking system. If you'd like to learn more about my fast cooking system, which is flavor chasing, advanced prepping, stir frying, and template-based cooking, please subscribe to this YouTube channel. So keep on cooking, and I will see you tomorrow.